classical older buildings exude order and majesty. The new rings a harsh note. But is one better than the other? And why do we find modern buildings so different?
It can't be denied that these buildings are beautiful to the eye, and the work involved at the time of construction is amazing. The maintenance costs must be astronomical. In a world where food is short, why spend money on buildings that offer no return?
Soaking in the Greek-influenced proportions is pleasurable, but clap eyes on the modern building with its gleaming glass, skeel and angles, then nostalgia says it is ruining our neighbourhood.
It's really hard to stay hopeful when you don't have faith in anything or anyone, isn't it? History can teach us a lot, but when you ignore it, you can't even begin to understand what people achieved in the past. Architects in the past created something practical and visually stunning. But if you look at public structures today, they all feel heavy, dull, and uninspiring.
Buildings wear out. Renewal is a continuous process.
You could say that it is wrong to dismantle and replace anything old. Buildings, values, principles, morals. Out with the old and in with the new is very progressive, and those opposing the new are hidebound and want to relive a golden age that never existed.
Fashions change with each generation. We don't dress like people in the 18th century. Architecture changed during the Industrial Revolution. New technologies, cultural movements, and social development led to a transformation in tastes and styles. At the turn of the 20th century, the Art Nouveau movement emerged in Europe as a reaction against the industrialization and standardization of design. The character of Art Nouveau lies in its sinuous, organic forms, its use of curved shapes and motifs inspired by nature, and its emphasis on craftsmanship.
Modernism evolved at the same time. Gone were the decorative elements of the past in favor of a streamlined, functional look. Simple geometric forms replaced the old ornamentation, with an emphasis on function and efficiency. In 1896, Louis Sullivan coined the phrase, "form following function." This became a motto for modernism.
During the 1920s, Art Nouveau became passé, with a new upward sweeping style evolving. Art Decorative, shortened to Art Deco, uses bold geometric shapes, with an emphasis on luxury and glamour. It shouts machine age. Skyscrapers and extravagance dominate.
Walter Gropius's Bauhaus Institute in Germany formed a counter-movement during this time. Once again, decoration denial left function to determine design. Leading and lasting exponents of this style include Ludwig Mies van der Rohe and Charles Edward Généré Le Corbusier. Following the devastation caused by the Second World War, we needed quick construction. We adopted functional designs with an emphasis on prefabrication and speed.
Brutalism emerged in the 1950s, emphasizing exposed concrete as an external finish. These massive monolithic forms replaced the sleek elegance of earlier styles with density. The name comes from the French for raw. Alison Smithson first used the term in a November 1952 article in Architectural Design.
Postmodernism strives to make appearance a priority, a return to form before function. From this we see impressive, striking buildings at the expense of efficiency and comfort. Postmodernists place more importance on creating eye-catching designs than considering the needs of the building's users. Some postmodernists try to strike a balance between appearance and utility. The second major factor influencing building design arose after the carnage and destruction of the First World War. That conflict made nations a lot poorer. Housing became a commercial commodity. Houses changed from places to live in to a means of making a profit.
Neoliberalism emphasizes free markets, deregulation, and limited government intervention in the economy. Such policies put supply and demand above public provision. Housing exists as a speculative venture.
Financialization arises when money markets, institutions, and elites gain influence over economic policy and outcomes. Speculation and debt turn into traded assets. Mortgage and rental incomes become attractive to those seeking high gain for little effort. Return on investment takes precedence over residents' needs.
Neoliberals consider home ownership a priority over other forms of tenure. Because purchasers need to meet strict lending criteria, their eventual mortgage seems valuable. In truth, it only holds value for the lender. The advantages of home ownership come with profound risks. Property maintenance and repossession are but two. Architecture now aims to reduce cost, lifespans, and quality of buildings.
The motor car influences building trends. Since its invention, we demand new ways of travelling and how we experience the built environment. Changes in demography mean more crowded cities, more demand for housing, and the associated supportive structures.
A huge network of roads and motorways crisscross cities and suburbs. We build these highways for motor cars, often to the exclusion of public transport, walking, or cycling.
We apply rules to divide land into residential, commercial, and industrial zones. This improves the flow of traffic. We now see sprawling, car-dependent suburbs and declining urban centres.
Broadly speaking, the motor car influenced 20th century urban planning and architecture. It continues to affect the physical form and experience of both cities and suburbs. However, we need to understand the consequences of car-centric design, such as congestion, air pollution, and urban sprawl. We should look into options that promote sustainable access within a human-scale built environment.
Is old better than new? Are we saddled with lazy, cheap, and shoddy vanity projects? Or is there a vision of hope in the new? Let's not forget that only the best of the old survives. Many worthy buildings will withstand the changing tastes of the future. As society slows, becomes less greedy, it will readmit creativity and ornamentation. Modern influences tell us that the age of the motor car is reaching its end. If so, this will signal a new era in human development. Let's not dismiss either the old or the new, but embrace the now and what is possible for the future.
Watch some more from Radio Jonaphone. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy.